Alrighty, welcome back guys to a bit more Boom Beach. It's the 7th of October, meaning we are a full week into October already. Alright, so it's the Volcano Island edition today, so that means we are going to be getting hopefully a little bit more loot than usual, at least compared to the tropical island days. So over here, I think for warriors, the best bet is to go around the right hand side. Headquarters is 38,000 health, not all that difficult. I'm going to go drop one boatload of warriors over here on the right, and I think we'll stay up around the top. Just clear out some of these supplies as well as the mortars as well, because mortars really won't do too much damage to us. Seems like I'm going to have to reflare my guys though. So make sure you guys do that a little bit quicker than I did. And all I'm going to do is go ahead and shock those cannons, both the boom and normal cannon, and we should be good. All I've really got to do now is get them onto the headquarters, go ahead and shock again, and there we go. Gonna go ahead and throw a couple artillery down just to speed things up. Pretty simple stuff. Now unfortunately, when you're at my level of the game, you actually can't just go ahead and use your resources up as soon as you go get them, because that's the way I've been playing. Like, just get the resources that I need for an upgrade and then exit out the game. But unfortunately now, because I've pretty much upgraded everything that takes a long time, at least offensively, I can't actually go ahead and spend all the resources that I've gathered myself. So I'm going to have a lot of loot after episode 7 today. Or part 7, stage 7, whatever you wish to call it. Anyway, headquarters is 120,000 health. What I'm going to do though is go ahead and chuck one barrage over here. So we'll gain a fair few gunboat energy. I think that's 2 net gain. We'll go ahead and throw in 1 artillery onto these 3. This is very, very generous of Supercell with how many goodies they've given us over here. And over here, I'm going to go ahead and drop 2 boatloads on the left hand side, but we'll go ahead and flare them back onto the right as well. So I'll go ahead and get them clearing out most of the map. Alright, they've all clumped up, which is nice. Go ahead and throw a flare down over here to the bottom right. And now they should hang to the very right of the map for quite a while. I don't really think there's much I need to worry about apart from just getting that boom mine right there. Probably should have also targeted the headquarters as well, so we would have gotten all 3. Would have been much smarter, but let's go ahead and just grind this one out. Alright. Now this is the reason the Volcano Island videos always take a little bit longer, because I go ahead and try to harvest as much gunboat energy as we can. It takes quite the time. So now all I'm going to do is go ahead and actually flare our guys onto the sniper tower. Go ahead and smoke near the sniper towers so we don't lose anyone. Go ahead and smoke and flare them onto the headquarters, and look at that, we've got 106,000 gunboat energy now. I'm just going to go ahead and shock the things beneath to the left of the headquarters. Can throw a heal down as well, or 2, and that should leave our warriors in good stead. Alright, good stuff. And that was stage 2 only. Taking our sweet time for stage 2. Alright. Now thankfully I've started building up my power powder yet again, which is also great news for me. I'm very much looking forward to having like a good supply of it. About 100 or so would be nice. Alright, so over here I'm going to go around the left and top side. Let's go drop 3 boatloads of warriors this time. Going to go ahead and get that machine gun first off. Oh, well that was a fail. I flared a little bit too early. That's all good though. We'll have a little bit less gunboat energy and that's it. And then I'm going to go ahead and flare my guys to the left. They're going back to that machine gun, which was tempting to let them do that, but it's alright. Now they're just going to go attack everything over here on the left, and hopefully I'll go up to this supply point, which I will flare them on. Now I won't flare them just because I want them to be protected. I will flare them because I want these guys to go ahead and just clump up and not do anything too crazy. I'm going to go ahead and just maybe throw three smokes within the vicinity of their defenses once I get close, but even that was a bit much. Alright, so over here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to get 3 of these. Oh, I missed that one mortar on the left. It's alright though. Go ahead and throw a heal down, which, to be quite honest with you, it wasn't even all that necessary. Now, it is a Tuesday over here in Australia, so we haven't had any update talk just yet. There has well, that's a bit of a lie. On the forums, there has been some update talk, but nothing in terms of sneak peeks. I think it might be next week. I think I was reading Tim from Supercell on the forums saying he'll notify us when everything is ready or something to that sound. So nothing yet. Sounds like there's going to be a lot more in this update than previously thought, or at least that I previously thought. I say that because they obviously released that forum post. I'm going to drop 4 boatloads over here on the left hand side and flare them up top. There we go. They released a forum post with a couple of things that they're working on this next update. I think one of the things was a new prototype weapon, and that was really the only new thing. So it sounded like more of an keeping the house nice and tidy kind of update. But it seems like there will be some new things that they haven't yet notified us of. I'm going to go ahead and flare onto that sniper tower. I think I lost 2 guys. Wow, that's a bit of a surprise. Oh, no, surely it's just 1. Going to go ahead and smoke to that mortar there in the middle of them. And then we go ahead and flare onto the headquarters and, of course, smoke the headquarters. Oh, wow, that was just not a good, not a good smoke at all. That was quite shocking. So we used 3 shocks. I'm going to go throw a couple of heals down just to use up all my gunboat energy. Seems like we might even lose this stage. Ay caramba. Let's see how we're going to go. It's going to be so close. Alright. Now, the reason I use a little bit of warriors is not to show off or anything, but to help you guys that are a lot lower. But this is way too sketchy for me. That's not good at all. We've only got 4 warriors left. I guess a bit of that was my fault as well with a bad smoke. It was a very bad smoke. I'm surprised at how bad it was. But damn, 23 warriors, just like that. Alright. So, let's check out stage 5. I doubt I'll be able to do it now. Because of my own incompetence. Let's go check it out though. 85 plus 119,000 health. I can't really see any supplies right next to each other. But let's see. I should be able to go ahead and get these 2 supplies over here as well as these mines. There's 2 supplies right over here as well. I think the best bet is actually going on to this supply point and then onto the headquarters actually. Interesting. So you know what? I'm not going to go harvest any gunboat energy actually. Or like, I'm not going to focus on it. I'm going to go ahead and throw a barrage right over here just above that flamethrower. And I hope that gets rid of most of these mines. Indeed, it does pretty much get rid of all the mines. Go ahead and get rid of that boom mine there. Alright, nicely done. Go ahead and drop all my guys, which is what? Not many. And we'll go ahead and flare onto this supply point. We'll go ahead and smoke and flare our way to the headquarters. Now hopefully that final smoke was a little bit better. Gonna throw a heal down in a little bit. Don't see... Oh, there is a shock launcher. It's within range as well, damn it. Alright, we'll be able to pull through though on stage 6, but I'd probably recommend... oh, well, actually, that shock launcher really didn't do too much. It's not like I had all that many warriors either. So, stage 5, not all that bad. I guess I dropped a lot more warriors than I did in stage 4, which was an abysmal fail. So I'm going to go cook these guys up because there's no way I'm going to be able to do stage 6 like this. So let's just edit. Alright, so onto stage 6 we go. The headquarters has 120 plus 175,000 health. Should be fairly easy on the right hand side. There's a lot of gunboat energy, at least 15 to go ahead and pick up. I think what we'll do then is go ahead and flare to the rocket launcher as well as smoking our guys just to protect them away from these cannons. And then we'll go straight onto the headquarters. We won't have to clear any mines, so that should be fairly easy. So let's go ahead and attack. Cable, good old Apple. Completely screwing over the video creators, but let's go ahead and get these 5 supply points, and then we can go ahead and smoke these warriors twice, just like so. Go ahead and start sending them over to the headquarters with 5 smokes there. They make it there without getting any hits on them, which is very nice. Go ahead and throw a heal down. We've got 71 gunboat energy left, which is more than enough. Alright, heal down. Go ahead and shoot to the left, shoot to the right. And that's all we need. I'm just going to throw the rest of the heals down and a couple of artillery. And we pull through there, I'd say, fairly well. We do have a lot of our warriors still alive. You'd be able to do that with, say, even level 15 warriors or so unboosted, I'd say. Depending on how many you've got, but I think we did fairly well there. Do apologise for that little editing error, but it's what happens, I guess. Very frustrating, I've got to admit. Alright, so on to stage 7, and the headquarters is right on the left-hand side. Although, to be quite honest, this is quite the suicide mission. At 140 plus 320,000 health, we're going to need, I'd say, 4 shocks. I think today's definitely a tanks and medics day because of all these machine guns right around. Unfortunately, they eat up our warriors way too quickly. So 4 shocks, or at least, very least 3. So I'd say 1 onto like this machine gun. So we get the shock launcher as well as this machine gun right onto the left hand side. Then get these machine guns on the right as well as maybe that flamethrower. And then, of course, we're going to have to go for this shock launcher and a couple of these cannons, mortars, and flamethrowers, which will all add up. Now, unfortunately, these 3 supplies aren't right next to each other, so we aren't able to go get them. And all I can really do today is just show you guys the path. I don't really want to boost anything for stage 7, especially for loots that I'm going to end up losing anyway, because I still got like a day of my builder to go ahead. Let's go ahead and attack, though. Alright, so we'll equip our barrage, and I'll shoot it right onto like this 45-degree angle of the headquarters. That should get rid of most of these mines. Let's go have a look. Oh, that was pretty poor. You can get rid of all of them, but you know what? We'll just go ahead and continue with the flow of the episode. Now, the way I would recommend you do this is to flare onto the cannon over here. That way, when we flare onto the machine gun, the very closest one to us, we'll go ahead and miss all of these mines. So, definitely helps you out. Go ahead and double smoke the beach. Flare our guys onto that cannon, and off we go. Alright, go ahead and flare him there. There is a bit of space in the middle, but that's alright. It shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. It doesn't seem like it was all that bad. 2 smokes to the headquarters. There's just too many machine guns about. Seems like I lost 1 guy. Lost a couple more in that little exchange, but that's alright. I only got 22 gunboat energy left, so all I can really go for are the 2 shock launchers. And that's it for now. That's how I'd go about doing the pathing. Go ahead and smoke them a little bit quicker, I'd say, but headquarters has just got way too much health to do this unboosted, I think. I'd love to see someone do this unboosted with warriors, that is. But hopefully you guys learnt how to get the pathing right, or at least that's the pathing that I would recommend. I mean, There's no be-all and end-all correct way, but let's go ahead and explore. And I wouldn't be too surprised if in this next update they completely revamp the world map. There was a bit of a picture, which I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but it actually showcased a little bit of the map, but in a globe, in a sphere. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later, and hopefully you've enjoyed yet another episode on the 7th of October.